When philosophers discuss the Frege-Geach problem, they usually present it as a devastating objection to non-cognitivist views of moral language. The basic thought is simple. Take these three claims. 1, murder is wrong. 2, if murder is wrong, then getting your brother to murder is wrong. 3, therefore, getting your brother to murder is wrong. The objection says, if murder is wrong really just means something like boo to murder. Then the argument falls apart. The phrase appears both as a standalone statement and inside the antecedent of a conditional, and the claim is that it must mean the same in both places for the inference to work. But I think that demand already assumes too much. My view is that the phrase is not doing the same kind of work in both contexts. When I say murder is wrong, I am making a full evaluative move, condemning, positioning, perhaps coordinating. But in the sentence, if murder is wrong, then getting your brother to murder is wrong, the antecedent is not performing the same full act. It is being recruited into a hypothetical structure. The force shifts. What remains is not the whole evaluative load, but enough inferential structure for reasoning to continue. And this is not peculiar to moral language. Take a term like reasonable. In law and ordinary life, reasonable carries real weight. When someone says her complaint was reasonable, that is a full assessment. It confers legitimacy, positions the speaker, and may authorize action. Now embed it. If her complaint was reasonable, then dismissing it was rash. The same word appears, but it's not doing the same job. In the conditional, the full endorsement is suspended. The term is recruited into a hypothetical frame, yet the reasoning remains perfectly intelligible. Nobody is confused by the inference. This is exactly the same structural pattern, full evaluative load and standalone assertion, attenuated load under embedding, inferential continuity without semantic identity. And reasonable is not moral language. It is institutional, legal, interpersonal, a term I have examined elsewhere for independent reasons. Its appearance here is not a patch designed to rescue the moral case. It falls out naturally from a broader framework about what language can and cannot carry. So I call expressions like these performance-sensitive expressions, expressions whose full force changes depending on how they are deployed, whilst retaining enough inferential structure for reasoning. That, I think, is the missing category. The Frege-Geach problem only looks decisive if you assume that language must preserve the same content across all grammatical contexts. But ordinary language regularly doesn't work like that. Same words, different role, enough continuity for thought to proceed. So my claim is not that there is no phenomenon here. There is. My claim is that it's been misdescribed. Frege-Geach may reveal less about moral language than about the limitations of semantic categories philosophers have been using to analyze language in the first place. What looks like a paradox may just be a missing category.